account, Schooltorque custom crew like to fly by the seat of their pants, gorge themselves on fatty foods, and sleep in neighbours' rental cars. Thank you, good night.
Early this week, we met with one of the icons of Australian media, Mr. Andrew Denton. Casey and the crew rocked down to Triple M to file the Denton Report.
Chisel's there standing on the outside. Amanda, no more drumming, please. They're finished. It's 8:15, the Andrew Denton breakfast show on Triple M. This Greg Norman pasta sauce, what do you think about it?
This is obviously Andrew Denton. You've just come off air. How'd it go?
It was a fine show today. Absolutely brilliant. There wasn't a single moment that was wrong.
Fair enough.
Unbelievable.
Fair enough.
What did you think? You heard it. You were wrapped. Yeah, I couldn't believe. I had to pry him off with a crowbar. The man went wild.
My secret change. So what's it really like being famous?
Look, it's got some benefits, like I get the best seats at McDonald's. If I could find a way to do what I do, which is, it's great doing jokes and it's great having ideas that you can put out in public. If I could find a way to do that and be personally completely anonymous, that would be my preference, because I actually think fame is it's a bit scary and it's a bit of a drag a lot of the time, even though there are benefits from it. The best thing about being famous is you get to meet some really interesting people.
How long have you been involved in show business?
Yeah, this is my 10th year. Yes.
How'd you get started?
How'd I get started? Theatre sports. Do you know theatre sports? I remember bluffing to Triple J, saying I'm a comedy writer. And a friend there helped me get in, and they said, oh, write us some sketches. And I remember sitting down thinking, oh, I wonder how you write sketches. So that's kind of, how you do it, I think.
Well, you've been through, the whole list of mediums. What do you think's your favourite?
Doris Stokes. Television has the most impact, of that there is no doubt, but radio is much more fun. Radio is definitely the most fun if you can have in the media, I think. I don't know, radio just seems really natural. It's just like this. You walk into a room, you hold a big furry thing in your face, and you just yak. Thank you very much. Down, boy. There's been a lot of dog attacks in Sydney lately. I'm not starting with this one.
No, hitting the microphone, please.
No, sorry, you're right.
I have to punish you.
Punch the cameraman. That's what fame's all about. Yeah!
So what's the most important thing to you at the moment?
Actually, the most important thing to me is my family. That's one of the downsides about working in the media and fame, is that it can become very all-consuming. Like this interview now, I spend a lot of time talking about myself, and a lot of other people spend time talking to me about myself, and you can get pretty out of whack. And so, sometimes you aren't grounded. And
what's your advice to a young person wanting to start out in the field of radio?
In radio or television, in any media, you've got to be prepared to start at the bottom and do a lot of crap jobs. I mean, I literally started sweeping floors at a film studio a couple of miles from here, and it takes time. The other thing is, if you're good, if you have ideas that you think are good, believe in those ideas, because there actually aren't a lot of really good ideas out there. Stick to them, believe in those ideas, and if they don't work the first time or the second time or the third time, still stick to them. And the other thing I say is, I get a lot of letters from people who write really impressive letters, and that's all they do. It's like, I'm great, I'm great, I'm great. Don't say you're great, be great, do something great, prove it.
And what's your advice to a young person wanting to get the best out of life?
The main thing I've noticed as I've got older is that a lot of the people I went to school with and went to college with, they kind of hit a point in their late 20s or whatever where they just settled for where they were. They kind of went, well, this is pretty good, I got a house, I'm doing okay. And they let their dreams go. And I think that's really sad, because I can't think of anything worse than looking back and thinking, why didn't I do it? So if you've got something you really want to do, even if you fail in the attempt, at least make the attempt.